Inconsistent standards, the problem with chain restaurants. Hey everyone, today let's dive into something we all can relate to: chain restaurants. You know those places that promise you the same meal no matter where you go? Well, let me tell you, that's not always the case. In this video, we're going to explore the inconsistencies we often find in these chains, show the food and service can vary wildly from one location to another. And trust me, it can really mess with our dining expectations. So what exactly are chain restaurants? Simply put, they're dining establishments that operate under the same name and generally serve similar food across numerous locations. Think of popular spots like McDonald's, Olive Garden, or Starbucks. They aim to create a consistent brand image and customer experience. You walk in expecting a Big Mac or a signature pumpkin spice latte, and you expect it to taste just like you remember it from your last visit, wherever that may have been. It's all about familiarity, but what happens when that familiarity starts to fade? Chain restaurants thrive on the idea of consistency. They want you to know what you're getting every time you walk through the door: same logo, same feel, and often the same menu. It's a comforting notion, right? But here's the catch. Expectations can sometimes be way off base. When you're used to a reliable experience, it's frustrating when you walk into a location only to find that the food isn't quite what you expected, or the service leaves something to be desired. It raises the question, if you can't count on consistency, what can you count on? Now, let's talk about what causes these inconsistencies. First up, management practices can vary significantly from one store to another. Some managers might stick closely to corporate guidelines, while others, not so much. It's like a game of telephone. Then there's staff turnover, a hot topic, folks. When a restaurant has high turnover, new staff members may not have the same level of training or familiarity with the menu, which can really affect your experience. And don't even get me started on supply chain issues. Local sourcing versus centralized purchasing can lead to differences in ingredient quality and availability. If a location runs out of certain ingredients, they might substitute something that really changes the whole dish. Plus, the demographic of each location can impact how dishes are prepared or even what's popular. Depending on where you are, what looks good on the menu might taste different from one restaurant to the next. Let's throw in some real-life examples to drive this home. Ever been to a chain where the portion sizes are, shall we say, a bit inconsistent? One location might pile on the fries, while another barely gives you a taste. And service? Oh boy, that can be a roller coaster. I've had experiences where I walked into a restaurant and the staff was super friendly, but then visited the same chain a week later and faced long wait times. It's like you're running a whole different restaurant. And social media doesn't help either. When we share our experiences online, differing taste and service can lead to confusion about whether that chain is really worth a visit. You can't help but feel a little let down when something just isn't up to par. Let's chat about what all this inconsistency means for us as customers. It can really dampen our dining experiences. When you're at a chain restaurant, you're expecting a certain reliability, right? But when the quality varies, it strains customer loyalty. People want that familiar dish to taste the same every time, but when it doesn't, it can be disappointing. Our emotional responses matter too. When your favorite meal doesn't hit the spot, it can ruin your night. And in today's world, where we share our experiences with everyone via reviews and social media, a single negative experience can tarnish the reputation of an entire brand. That's a lot of pressure for those chain restaurants. So, what's the solution for these chains? They could really benefit from improved training and development for their staff. Consistent training can bridge the gap between locations. Conducting regular audits to assess food quality and service can also help. And let's not forget the importance of feedback from customers. Listening to customers and making adjustments based on their experiences can create a culture of improvement. Some chains are doing this well, and it's exciting to see. In conclusion, the inconsistencies found in chain restaurants can really impact our dining experiences and expectations. It's crucial for these places to recognize and address these issues if they want to keep their loyal customers happy. What's your experience been like? Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this chat about chain restaurants, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more foodie insights. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Stay tuned for more delicious discussions.